17 ways to dominate a woman's mind. Hey there, it's Anna. Ever found yourself scratching your head wondering why she's not thinking about you as much as you'd like? Well, today we are diving deep into the psychology of attraction. We'll explore the do's and don'ts that'll have you occupying her thoughts more often. And by the end of this video, you'll understand how to dominate her mind in the best possible way, ensuring she can't stop thinking about you. Ready to become that unforgettable presence in her life? Let's get into it. Be genuinely curious. Now let's consider the art of conversation. How often have you found yourself in a situation where the chat just dwindles? It's like running out of gas midway on a road trip, isn't it? Well, the key is to be genuinely curious, and I mean genuinely. How? Well, by asking open-ended questions. You see, when you inquire about her day, dig a bit deeper. Instead of a simple, "How was your day?" you could ask, "What was the highlight of your day?" Or "Did anything surprise you today?" These kinds of questions require more than just a yes or a no, prompting a story or an emotion. And here's the golden part. Listen actively. You've opened the door, now walk in and explore the room, guys. Consistent communication. On the other hand, imagine your favorite TV series. You are hooked, right? But what if they aired episodes sporadically with no rhyme or reason? Frustrating her? Well, that's how inconsistent communication feels. When you interact with her, be present. It's like building a sandcastle, grain by grain, layer by layer. Whether it's a simple text or a call, consistency is your best buddy. It's a sign that you genuinely care and are invested in the relationship. And trust me, being reliable is super sexy. Memorable surprises. Now guys, I'm not saying that you should be popping up with a surprise every day. That's a bit much, isn't it? But consider this analogy. Remember the deer in headlights look? Imagine gifting her that moment, that pure element of surprise. Maybe she mentioned she loves a particular artist. Surprise her with their new album or even concert tickets. If you're feeling generous, that is. It's these little gestures tailored to her likes and dislikes that scream, "Hey, I'm listening and I care." Intellectual stimulation. Sounds a bit intimidating, doesn't it? But think about it. Have you ever had those nights where you've talked about the universe, art, or the future? Deep and meaningful conversations can be intoxicating. They show that you're not just about the here and now, you are interested in the bigger picture, in her thoughts, her dreams, and her fears. Show her you are capable of diving deep, not just skimming the surface. Be authentic. Now, we all know the feeling of wearing an itchy sweater. Uncomfortable, right? Pretending to be someone that you are not is just like that. Unnatural and annoying. The beauty of authenticity is that it's a rare gem in a world filled with masks. Being yourself with all of your quirks, it's not just refreshing, it's magnetic. It says, "Hey, I'm comfortable in my skin and you can be too around me." Remember, everyone can spot a fake from a mile away. So why be a knockoff when you can be an original masterpiece? Learn her love language. Have you ever tried plugging a USB into a port that doesn't fit? Frustrating, isn't it? Similarly, not understanding her love language is like trying to fit that mismatched USB. Every individual has a unique way that they prefer to give and receive love. It could be words of affirmation, acts of service, gifts, quality time, or physical touch. Dive into that knowledge, and when you speak her language, it becomes a powerful tool in making her feel cherished. After all, why shout from a mountaintop in a language she doesn't understand when you can whisper sweetly in her ear? Share vulnerabilities. Alright, kind of sounds a bit daunting, but bear with me. Think of the strongest fortresses. They have their gates, right? And when these gates open, you enter a world that few have seen. Sharing vulnerabilities is like opening that gate. It's not about being weak, it's about showing trust. When you talk about your dreams, fears, or those embarrassing childhood stories, you are saying, "I trust you with the real me." And guess what? That creates a bond deeper than the Mariana Trench. Make her laugh. Let's talk about laughter. Ever noticed how the room lightens up when someone shares a good joke? Humor is the universal icebreaker. Making her laugh, whether it's with witty comments, playful teases, or even dad jokes, creates moments of shared joy. Those shared chuckles and giggles, they are like inside jokes, tiny threads that over time weave a bond that's both fun and lasting. Prioritize her. Have you ever felt the warmth of being at the top of someone's list? It's like being the star atop a Christmas tree, right? When you prioritize her, in big ways or small, it sends a powerful message. You matter. This could be as simple as rearranging your schedule to spend time with her, or as significant as standing by her side when she needs it most. The impact? Well, every time she thinks of someone who values her, guess who pops into her mind? That's right, you. Shared experiences. Imagine opening a book filled with vibrant pictures and stories. These memories, guys, they are the chapters of that book. When you plan trips, activities, or even just a spontaneous day out, you are penning down another chapter. The thrill of adventure, the joy of discovery, and even those little mishaps like getting lost or missing a train become shared tales of adventure. And here's the magic bit. Whenever she revisits those memories, you are right there beside her every single time. Support her goals. Picture this. She's on a stage, spotlights on, with an audience watching. Being her cheerleader means you are in the front row clapping the loudest. Whether she's reaching for the stars in her career or chasing personal dreams, your unwavering support is her safety net. It's the wind beneath her wings. And you know what? Every success, every milestone she achieves, she'll attribute a part of it to the one who stood by her side, which will be you. Understand her perspective. You know those virtual reality headsets? Slipping one on lets you view the world from a whole different angle. Similarly, taking a moment to genuinely understand her perspective is like stepping into her world. It's not about agreeing every time, but about validation. When she realizes that there's someone who truly tries to get where she's coming from, this forms a connection, a bond. Each time she encounters a situation, she will instinctively wonder, what would he think? And there you are, right back in her thoughts. Remember details. Imagine you are reading a novel and every intricate detail, every subtle nuance is remembered and referred to as the story unfolds. Feels fulfilling, right? Well, that's how it is with conversations. When you recall that she doesn't like strawberries or remember her dog's birthday, it paints a vivid picture. A picture that says, I listen, I remember, and I care. And every time she mentions a detail about herself to anyone, guess who she will be reminded of? Yep, the attentive listener, you. Consistency. Remember the comforting rhythm of a heartbeat. Steady, consistent, reliable. In the symphony of relationships, consistency is that heartbeat. It's not the grand declarations that matter as much as the small, consistent gestures. A promise kept, a routine established, the predictability of your words and actions. These build a robust trust bridge. And trust me, when she thinks of someone dependable, someone she can count on, rain or shine, your name will be at the forefront of her mind. Challenge her. Have you ever felt the adrenaline rush of pushing past a boundary or conquering a fear? It's exhilarating, right? When you challenge her, you become an integral part of her growth journey. Encourage her to learn that new skill, pursue a dream, or just step outside of her comfort box. And remember, it's about showing her potentials she might not see herself. Each time she reflects on her growth, victories, or even attempts, she'll associate those moments with you, your encouragement, your belief in her. Express affection. Now picture this. A plant that's regularly watered, receiving just the right amount of sunlight, it thrives, doesn't it? Affection is that nurturing element in a relationship. A simple hug, a peck on the forehead, holding hands, or just those 3 magical words whispered at the right moment can make all the difference. And here's the thing. When you show her affection in ways that she cherishes, she will replay these moments in her mind again and again, like her favorite song on repeat. Share personal stories. Now, you know those captivating books filled with tales, adventures, and life lessons? They pull you right in, right? When you open up about your experiences, joys, sorrows, or the lessons that you've learned, you are essentially giving her a read into your personal novel. Not only does this create a deeper understanding, but it also fosters mutual trust. It says, I'm letting you into my world. Every story, every shared lesson becomes a chapter that she cherishes, and every time she reflects on similar experiences or faces challenges, your shared stories act as references, etching you firmly into her thoughts. Now that you are in the know, are you ready to identify the hidden signs that she secretly admires you, or understand the subtle signs she wants to get intimate with you? Your deep dive continues. Enjoyed our approach? If this resonated, hit like, share your experiences, and subscribe for deeper insights.